Well, I've said it before, I'll say it one more time. I think my arcade is done. I put everything where I want it. I can't think of anything else to get. I'm broke and my back hurts. So here is hopefully my final arcade tour. I turned all the lights on so you can see stuff, because otherwise it's dark as shit in here. I only use black light. I got a flashlight to show stuff. We've got some black dry erase boards we put the high scores on. Got a candy machine. Black lights. I live in Chicago, so the Bears rock. Got my 5 favorite games, plus some extras. I'll go through each one. Starting with my all-time favorite, Time Pilot. Took me 4 or 5 years to find this sucker. It's in great shape. Got just enough character. You know, it's got a couple things on the control panel, but I'm not replacing it. That's what makes it vintage. I love it. Original side art, just the way it should be. Plays great. I don't have the high score save kit on there. It would just annoy my kids, because they play it once in a while and then they would have to, and they would never get their names on there, so no reason for that. But it plays awesome. The screen could use some work, but I'll get around to that. Second favorite game is Gyruss. This game was a bargain. I got this for $200 bucks. I put another 150 into it for, you know, I had to get the bezel overlay over here, and I got a new board because the board I had wasn't working as good. But second favorite game, I love this game. I can do pretty good on it. I can almost get a $500,000, almost. Over here is the only MAME I have running in the arcade. It's Stargate Cab, running an arcade shop multi-Williams board. But I mean, it's running MAME, and I do have a bunch of games programmed, but I only play Robotron on it. I added an amp so I get better sound, because the problem with MAME is the sound sucks. So I got a little mini car amp in there, so it sounds pretty good. Although I haven't rebooted it in a while, so we'll play that later. This is a machine I picked up just because I was on the way home from work. The guy had it on Craigslist for a couple $100 bucks. It's got 60 games on it, all the arcade games, all the Atari arcade games. Most of them are crap, but it does have Zookeeper and Food Fight, which I've never had. Plus, it's got Red Baron. It's got Warlords, games that I've never been able to play in my arcade, so it was worth getting just for Zookeeper. Anyway, the cabinet was perfect, so I figured even if it died, I could still put a board or something in there and, you know, have something cool out of it. So anyway, I'm keeping it. I like it. It's got good side art too. My third favorite game, Donkey Kong. This is my third Donkey Kong in the last 5 years. It doesn't have any side art, but it has the original laminated sides, which is awesome. There's a couple dinks on there, but it looks really nice. It's all original. It's the way I like it. You know, my bezel's got some cracks over here, but I don't care. It plays great. I'm not looking to sell it, so I like it the way it is. Got a TV up there, which isn't plugged in right now, but that's so I could watch football and hockey when I'm in the arcade. I've got a wall mural with decals, so I masked off a square, 4x3 square, painted it black, and then I got these vinyl decals from I think I got it from Think Geek, and I like it. It kind of fills that wall up. I've got like a disco light, which I hate, but when the kids have friends over, I turn it on because they love it. Anyway, I've got a this is a double Donkey Kong. It's got Donkey Kong 2 in it and a high score save kit. Pretty cool. This is the first big arcade that I built. I built it for my kids when they were like 6 or 7. I got their handprints all over it. It's just a 16-1 with a nice 4-way twisted quarter joystick. Plays nice. It kind of fills in the blanks because I'm not going to get a Mr. Do down here or a Dig Dug or Burger Time, so this kind of plays all the games I don't have. My fifth favorite game is Millipede. I owned a Millipede. It was the first game I ever got 20 years ago, and so it took a while, but I built this one. I Frankensteined this out of 2 crappy ones. I made one good one out of it. So it plays really good. I've got a new control panel I got to put on here. I don't know who to help put the contact paper on this, but it looks like shit. It plays great though. So I'll strip out all the guts and the trackball's nice and smooth, put it in the new control panel. My fourth favorite game is Asteroids. I love Asteroids. Took a while to find this. This is my fourth Asteroids in as many years, because I kept dying, but I got this from a friend, so at least I could trust that it wasn't a piece of shit when I bought it. Plays good. I love it. I'm hopefully going to get a multi-vector board so I can play Deluxe and Lunar Lander on it eventually. I got the little keychains that you can get from the guy on the Clove for all of my machines, because that's kind of cool and geeky. This is an extra one I picked up. Got the cabinet from a buddy of mine for free, which is cool. And then I got a Blue Elf 2 board that has 520 games in it, and I programmed it for my favorites, mainly Neo Geo, but I've also got The Simpsons and Turtles, and I've got a 23-inch screen in there. I've got another amp to make the sound better. I've got to put the coin door on, which I haven't done. So I got the amp down here, so you can crank it or turn it down. It sounds pretty good. The screen looks really good too, considering it's stretching a 4x3 screen to do widescreen. It turns out pretty good. Some miscellaneous crap all over the place. I like Darth Vader, so got a Darth Vader collection here. My kids get me Darth Vader shit all the time. I've got marquees on the wall, machines that I wish I could fit down here, but dude, I'm full, so that's it. Some extra Star Wars shit up on top of there. Anyway, it looks better in the black light, but if it was lit with black light, you wouldn't see anything. I got a couple Darth Vader lightsabers too. Anyway, that's the arcade. Very happy with it. I think this is the way it's going to stay for a while. I've got nothing that I'm willing to sell, and there's nothing that I really want to get. Oh, what I did do is, this arcade used to only have like 4 or 5 machines in it, cabinets in it, and it didn't seem crowded enough. And I have another room over here that used to have another 3 or 4 machines. So I moved them all into one room so it would feel crowded like it used to feel when I was a kid. So an arcade's not supposed to be big and spacious, it's supposed to be cramped and dank. So that's what I'm shooting for down here. Anyway, here's the other side of the man cave. This is my rush area. This is my chill area. All my rush stuff. I got my little bobbleheads. All the rush stuff you could ever want. I built a bunch of Lego guys. 8-bit is great if you work in Legos, because it's the same proportion. So if you know what the Dig Dug guy looks like in 8-bit, then you can build it in Legos. 1 brick for 1 dot. Anyway, got some lights that go on there and some more shit I got to put on the shelves here. I've got a tank stick running MAME. I mainly got this because it was before I had my Neo. I wanted to play Neo Geo on it, so I mainly keep it so my kids can play Nintendo and Super Nintendo. And then I got some arcade games on here that I don't have out there, like Popeye and Space Zap and Spy Hunter, Tapper, all those cool games. I've got some more Rush swag over here. Cool stuff. Tickets from last year when I was front row. And Stanley Cup stuff. My one Lazy Boy. And I just expanded. I put a second chair so one of my kids, only one of my kids can come down here and watch TV with me. And then the most used piece of arcade equipment in the house is my air hockey table. This is what all the kids play. I don't care about the video games as much as the air hockey. So I picked one up. A bunch more Rush stuff over here. I've had this mirror since I was 12. I love it. Burger Time marquees. Poster that I've had since I was 11. Just miscellaneous shit. 50-inch plasma. And then a whole bunch of crap that I've collected over the years, but that have been given to me over the years. Anyway, more Lego dudes up there. That's my man cave / arcade. I dig it. And I don't think I'm going to change it anymore, but we'll see how that goes. So, hope you enjoyed my tour. Later.